Hey, it's me making another video, just, you know, putting out my perspective, sharing with you guys. A lot of things, seeing recently, watching, trying to, like, you know, keep track of what's going on, and there's first there was that whole fiasco about, oh, pole shift coming, pole shift, like, oh no, it's all a big, hoax and whatnot, but, like, whatever you choose to believe, something big is happening, in a sense, and as far as what you believe personally about this existence, this world, this reality, this lie, this illusion that we're all living, that's, I guess, that's something that we all personally must come to a conclusion about. But as far as the big picture, what's really going on, I guess this is just my perspective, but you see, there's all this talk of, oh, March 15th pole shift, or any time between March and October, there could be a pole shift or whatnot. But then, you gotta understand how, these entities operate, in a sense, these people who want to keep us in fear. Because that's the thing, no matter what, don't fear, just be aware, stay aware of what's happening. Because, like yesterday, we had earthquakes in Chile again, almost a year to the day since the last Chilean earthquake. And that actually did affect us in Hawaii last year. There was like a slight tsunami effect, but see, I must remain on target, I mean, on tangent, not get distracted in a sense, because you never know. Like sometimes, you want to explain something, but maybe they don't want you to really say it or put the pieces together, but you gotta take into account all these things. Like you say, let's say, you really want to change the world. Like this is hypothetically. Maybe, if you're thinking about the big picture, try and see if, in their shoes, how they must look at things. Well, first they set the stage. You see, you have all these celestial bodies, like around us, comets, asteroids, and everything. Because the truth is, we real we really have no idea what's out there. It's only what they choose to let us know. Everything that we know is what they want us to know. That's why you need to use your own discernment. They set the stage, all these celestial bodies and whatnot, comets, asteroids, comet Elenin might be coming close. That could trigger a pole shift and everything. But then, and then also, the scientists will say, oh yeah, we're long overdue for a natural pole shift. You see, it's good, whatever happens, it's gonna be as natural as possible, you see, and what is the formula for creating a natural pole shift? Well, or manifesting a natural pole shift. You see, because that's the key word here. It's going to be a natural event, a natural event. So, in order to do that, first you need to have certain gas companies in certain areas, like in Arkansas, for instance. Along the New Madrid Fault, they have them drilling over there and injecting things into the ground. Hmm. Perhaps, maybe it's nothing, but maybe they're injecting large quantities of liquid and chemical explosives into these certain key areas. Okay, you have that. Okay. And then you have this totally engineered oil disaster in the Gulf of Mexico. Totally engineered, and it will serve multiple purposes of this agenda. In a sense, if you think about it, you can kill the Gulf Stream, you can kill all sea life in the Gulf of Mexico, create essentially toxic soup of a sea over there. And at the same time, you see, it's hidden right in our face. Operation Top Kill to seal that oil well. If you wanted to put a thermonuclear device in the seafloor of the Gulf of Mexico and, pump as much concrete over it so whatever's down there you can't get up, okay, that's checked. So you see, and then now, we have the Chilean earthquake. Then today, there's stuff going on at Yellowstone. All these things, and if you look at the USGS seismic server, the whole Earth's ringing like a bell right now again. There's activity off the charts, everywhere and everything. So and you have the HARP firing up at the same time. So you see, you have this formula and everything, and You know, maybe we don't have the date. You know, maybe it's going to happen March 15th. Maybe it's going to be sooner, later. You never know. Like you see, they're trying to make us focus on one thing, but see, you just have to be aware of the possibilities and everything. But yes, you have all these things in place. You know, explosives at key points on the New Madrid fault line. Then you have explosives in the Gulf of Mexico. Like, you know, this is all potentialities, possibilities. Then you have that HARP weather control, earthquake machine, mind control machine, you name it, it does it. You know, that's like, wow, they stumbled upon something big there. You have all these things, and then you set the stage like, oh, pole shift and everything, and then boom, when they flick the switch or whatever, however they choose to, then boom, you know, there goes the New Madrid fault. There goes the whole West Coast, the East Coast, Florida, and everything. And guess what? We have a natural pole shift. See, it's as simple as that sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's the most obvious things, you know. And then, you know, it's blame it on the comet, you know. Oh, we were long overdue, you know. But you see, that's how this absurd world works, you know. That's the absurdity of it all, you know. It's like you just gotta, you know, like no matter what happens, like, you know, don't fear, don't let them get to you. Like, you know, they can't hurt you. They can't hurt you, but you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware of what's going on. Be aware. Be aware. That's all I can say. You know, and like, you know, the greatest thing I feel is like, you know, whatever brought all this into creation, it was a force of love. So no matter what, you know, like just this is just me personally. Always come from a place of love. Always come from a place of love. I love all of you out there. You know, ideally, hopefully, nothing happens. Life just goes on. That would be the best. You know, like, you know, if anything bad does happen, you know, we probably won't even know it, you know, in a sense. But, you know, if you survive, you know, just be aware. Be aware of the true nature of this thing. It's trying to bring you down. It's trying to bring you down when, you know, right now everything's rising up. It's all about rising up, you know, something good, you know, got to manifest something good. But be aware. Be aware. Well, that's all I got. Take care. Be love.